we can start. Does anyone want to do a recap of the last session?
I believe we were just about to get fucked by some Wendigos. Or something. Yeah, maybe they're not Wendigos, but you know what I mean.
Some howlers.
Howlers. Some creepers as Craig was raiding tents. and we were... And I believe I was standing right next to Henry.
Well,
Is that right, or was it with Luke?
What we shall do...
No, you're with me.
Yeah, I was with Luke, that's right.
...is move you to the map.
Yes.
So, there you go. So yes, do you remember why you were here, where you came from, any of the background that led you to this point?
Of course, we were setting up a camp down the road, and then we saw these fires.
It started off with us doing a scouting mission to a local farm. We were gonna
yes, and I'm right here. Yeah.
And then on our first night, we ended up
scavenging this.
Well, seeing this as we're going to set up camp, and we thought we'd go and investigate, and then it was full of corpses, and so we decided to loot in the dark whilst there's monsters about.
Not full of corpses. There was only like 2.
Okay, there was only 2 corpses and a mountain of blood.
Yeah, well, that kind of means, it's bad that the corpses aren't here, Just.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I'm a trader. I know about these.
Cool. That's pretty much right, I guess. It was when you were at the captain's quarters where you had all congregated over the weeks and months, and someone's playing with a horse and cart.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Just as long as it's not the game deciding to come alive and do something weird. And Pipes had asked you to go in and investigate a farm which they had found recently, which they estimated was about 3 days' travel. You didn't make it there. You've got to here instead. So yeah, that's pretty much the short of it. So where we left off, you definitely heard the approach of something. It kind of gave a bellowing "whoa" type sound, which echoed throughout this area quite substantially. It is a fairly warmish night. There's not much in the way of cloud cover, and you are where you are when you hear it. Is anyone doing anything in particular? What is it that you are hoping to do?
Hide.
All right.
What about
the spirit?
I'm loading my gun.
All right, hang on a second. I think Justin was trying to say something there as well.
Yeah. Kick over the tables and make a makeshift barrack.
All right. You start lifting up those tables, which are quite heavy. Do you have... you have a pretty decent strength though, don't you?
Yes.
All right, no worries. Make a check to see if you can tip them over. Remembering you're aiming for an 8+, you can use your strength modifier to give you a DM for it. Dice modifier.
Yeah, hang on. I just got to find my character sheet.
You will be able to tip them over. This is just regardless, is just to see if you can get them over in quick time. So Grease is loading his gun. Annabelle decides she wants to hide. Not Annabelle, sorry. Maria wanted to hide. Is Annabelle wanting to do anything?
I'll get my spear out.
You're getting your spear out?
Yep.
Alright. Since Dorian isn't here, Dorian will probably move to, or intend to move that way. So
Did Dorian's character change, sorry?
Yeah, I just moved him accidentally. I bumped.
No, the character sheets.
Maybe a tiny bit, not much so. Why?
It's just the attributes moved over to its own little page, and I can't roll the.
Did it? Let me have a look.
You don't have attributes on the character sheet anymore.
What? Really? Stupid character sheets. I'm sure they were there previously. Hang on a second. Let me exit the game and go and have a look. Alright, so the attributes are still there under your attributes and abilities tab. Why are they not appearing on the character sheet? Let me have a quick look.
Just look at Discord, Justin. Yeah, the mods are on there now.
Alright. What's going on with this? If I jump back into here and go to my Dropbox and go to there and go to character sheet files, edit that in Notepad++. They are there. Where did they disappear to? Where did they disappear to?
Is it 2d6 I'm rolling?
It is, yes.
Plus my attribute.
Your attribute modifier.
So what's your strength?
Alright. So you are not managing to get over just yet. You're still tipping it. Just bear with me. Why did that? It looks like skills. Alright, there's a whole chunk that's missing. Why is that missing? Because it's not just your... Someone's making a hell of a racket in the background. Alright, just bear with me. I'll get this back up in a second. It looks like your career history is missing as well. So if I copy that and personal details, and I'll go to there, paste that in, preview. Alright, that looks good. If I save that, cross fingers, hit refresh.
Are we going to have to exit and come back in?
No, you should just have to refresh. So I'm just refreshing now. Checking Broman, character sheet. Alright. That looks like it should be good.
Channel.
Can you still confirm that it's okay? It looks like it's right for Dorian.
How do we refresh?
Refresh your page like you normally would an IE page or a Chrome page. It's normally F5, or you hit the little refresh icon.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's come back for me.
Cool. Alrighty. Apologies for that. Don't know how that disappeared. Obviously, prodigious use of the delete key. All right.
Oh, yeah, okay. Went back.
All right. So it looks like we have a Craig. All right. So you are struggling to lift the table, Broman. It is quite heavy, but you're slowly getting it there. You might be able to flip it the next turn. Grease is loading his gun. Maria was going to hide. Did you want to make a stealth check, Maria?
Sure. So, I'm gonna be rolling off the stealth skill, which I don't have.
So therefore you're making it untrained, or a skill of 0. In this situation I'll let it be a skill of 0, so you just do it, you need an 8+ on 2d6.
Okay, so I can just click that.
Can I move as well, or can I only reload and not move?
You can, when you are reloading, you can do that and a move as well, yes?
I got 2.
Alright, so you are not stealthing very well at this point in time. You are
Ooh.
you are freaking out at the sound and probably trying to hide behind Annabelle, who isn't very large.
Ooh.
Are you there, Craig? No? I saw that you're on Discord.
I can
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I cannot hear you. Oh, that's right. I remember. When he was snoring, I put him down to 0%. All right. Can you talk again, Craig?
Yes.
All right. Great. So what was it? Macca's, KFC, Hungry Jack's?
Hungry Jack.
Got
Boo.
Gold it.
Was it the closest one to you?
No, Macca's are closer, but I tend to prefer Hungry Jack.
I lose.
All right. So you haven't missed much. We've only just started. Do you remember there was, at the end of the last session, there was the big bellowing sound
Yep.
approaching the camp? Everyone is starting to try and react. Broman is trying to flip one of the tables. Broman is trying to flip one of the tables in front of him. Grease has got out an old-looking rifle and starting to load it. Maria is... Is that you still breathing really heavy, Craig?
Yes, it is.
You might want to put yourself on push to talk.
Okay.
And Annabelle got out a spear. So what is it that you want to do?
I'm gonna pull out my machete.
Sure. All right. Let me just make a roll here. Do you have recon, Dorian?
Who's that anime girl?
Do you have recon, Dorian? Make a check anyway for recon.
I don't think I do.
Make a check anyway for recon. You can make one as well, Maria. And so can you,
Okay.
Annabelle.
Top right-hand corners.
Annabelle, you'll have a -1 on the check.
Okay, Rick. Yeah!
Nice.
This anime lolly knows what's happening.
Cool. Is that including your -1?
Yeah.
Cool. You all hear, all three of you, hear the rustling in the bushes, a bit of a noise up in this direction. And you hear a slight, I guess it's more of a something moving, but you think you hear a bit of a cough.
Ah,
A muted cough,
Okay.
but a cough nonetheless.
can I
Yeah.
draw my crossbow, even if it's not loaded, and just point it in that direction?
Sure. Alright. Are you still trying to flip the chair, Broman? At the table, Broman?
Yeah.
Alright. No problems. Whose horse and cart are these ones? So we've got two. We've got this one here.
One of them's mine.
Alright, so what we should do is we should indicate which one's which. So, since Grease was moving this one previously, what do you want to call your horse and cart? Grease's horse and buggy. Hang on, let me change it over here.
I can't see the names on any of the characters anyway.
And we should show nameplate.
I can just see
Events.
mine.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I thought I could see them before.
And it should be called Grease Lightning.
Fair enough, even better. Alright, I'll make that controlled by FlameMaze. And I'll tint it red. Alright, what do you want yours to be called? Broman? Bro Buggy.
Sure, whatever.
Alright, and you can be tinted blue. And, alright. There you go. Alright, you're still loading your gun, you're still trying to lift up the table. You can make another strength check if you want. Maria is getting out her crossbow. Annabelle, you have your spear out.
Oh,
Right, you flip over the table, Broman. So we'll just put something over there. We'll do a brown.
Which way did you flip it?
That's flipped over.
On its end?
which end?
He wanted to make a barricade,
Yeah.
so he's managed to get on a barricade. Actually, what we'll do is make it a bit better. We'll do it like that. There, that'll do. Alright,
There.
are you still there, Dorian? You eating your burger?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, did you want to do anything? Because you haven't done anything yet. So Maria, you notice getting out a crossbow. Annabelle's got a spear. Broman with a mighty heft tilts the table up on its end, scattering the contents all over the ground. His horse and buggy gets a little bit spooked by it, but doesn't bolt. Grease is running around like a mad chicken, loading a gun.
Running for his wagon.
Not doing anything? Right,
No,
that's fine.
I'm gonna move towards the.
You can move 6 meters, which is 3 squares. You can do that and take an action, or you can do a double move, or you can take 2 actions in lieu of moving.
Move to there. Double move.
Right. Okay, did you want to do anything when you raised your crossbow, Maria? The sound seems to have gone a bit quiet. It was only a momentary shuffle and cough. Didn't last long.
I'll say, in that general direction, I'll say, ooh, come out.
Alright, let me put my power back in. And was Annabelle doing anything? You heard that as well.
I'll move up towards where the cough came from.
Alright, go for it.
Take a
Something
light
like that?
source.
He hasn't taken a light source.
I got my own light source.
Well, that's just what you can see.
Got a lantern.
Hang on, I think I've... That should be a minus. I changed it from feet to meters. It looks like I messed the light source up. That should be... Because you don't have a light source, you're just relying on being able to see under the... So you only can see hazy. Who else had that? I think Maria had that as well.
Yeah, I've got a lantern.
You have a lantern?
Yes, but nobody lit any lanterns. We grabbed a couple of sticks out of the fire, but no one lit any lanterns when we got here.
Yep. So you do not... You're not carrying that light source if you're loading your gun, by the way. Grease.
I'll take it off then.
I'm doing that right now.
Come on, what's the worst that can happen? Holding a flaming stick while loading black powder.
I think they started wars that way.
Probably not much.
Nothing that you'll remember at any rate.
Alright. From there, Annabelle.
Yeah.
You do see... Let me put him on the tokens. You just see, I think, something move in the shadows above you to the north, somewhere around here. Can't make out who or what it is, but you can see something rustle in the bushes. At this point as well, you hear another deep bellowing, woo, and it seems to be coming from down towards the grease lightning, down in that direction.
Down in which direction? Down in which direction? Can you ping it again?
I didn't ping. Grease lightning. Grease is buggy. Down in this direction.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell the shadow to come out if they want to live.
Come with me if you want to live.
Alright, are you only flipping the one table, Broman, or are you trying to flip more than one?
Yeah, I'll flip the other one as well.
Alright, move yourself down to it and make another strength check.
I'll flip you for real.
No, easy peasy. Flip it like it's going out of style.
Aww.
Well, he had practice, didn't he?
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought that.
Alright, you flip those two on their edge. The shadow up where you are, Annabelle, doesn't seem to either react or react positively. Maria, you can't see anything either up in that direction. Grease, you have almost finished loading your black powder weapon. Dorian, are you just making a beeline for anything in particular? You have your machete out. There seems to be a quiet still that has settled over the camp. All the sounds that were naturally just chirping away in the background, cicadas, etc., suddenly gone quiet.
Yeah. Okay. But since the noise is coming from that direction, I'm gonna flip back around.
You're really awkward to hear. Have you got your mic away from your mouth because you're eating?
Yep. Sorry.
That's cool.
Since the noise is coming from down there, I'm gonna go back around. Towards Broman's tables.
Cool.
Back around the other side.
Can you make another, where you are, can you make a recon check please, Annabelle? You definitely still can see that there is a shadow. You actually pinpoint it pretty well, you think. You think it's about here. It seems to be trying to lay low out of your sight, but every now and then you do catch movement of the bushes. Definitely not the wind, it's moving against the wind, and the rest of the bushes around do not seem to be moving anywhere near as much as that one. Whoever or whatever is hiding there is not doing a very good job compared to your ability to see it. Maria, you notice that Annabelle is focusing on something, but you can't see exactly what it is.
Can I move closer?
You can.
Okay.
We're not in a super combat initiative at the moment, so it's more like a loose pseudo initiative. Go for it.
So
Just
what
move.
if I,
You can move
what if I
yourself.
move up here?
Yep.
Yeah, what's this thing in front of me?
That was all old mouldy cheeses and breads, stale breads,
Okay.
etc. Most of which I believe have been stolen by Dorian.
Yeah. Okay.
No more foraging for me.
Could load his gun with him.
You
Okay,
can if you move around to do that, Broman.
Can I just get on my horse and cart and move it?
You can. Alright. At that point in time, a few things happen. I go to the GM overlay and select that, put it on the token layer. Alright, stop moving it. Stop moving it. I said when you get there, a few things happen. Token layer. I selected the wrong layer. Layer token. Go back to token. Right. Alright, something large and monstrous seems to stagger into the shadowy light grease. Your horse starts to get a little bit freaked out. What you see looks like this.
Cool.
Ugh.
3 heads are better than one.
At that, it seems to be moaning, the sound that you are hearing. At that point in time, Annabelle and Maria, if I put that on the token layer and then go back to tokens, something steps out towards you, holding up their hands, and you see this guy.
What is it with?
He comes out, he's holding up his hands. You remember him from the captain's quarters. He is... Can you put yourself on push to talk, Craig, please?
I'm not eating.
I heard you're breathing really, really heavily.
It's like a gale storm.
It sounds like this.
Are you sure it's me?
Pretty
It
certain.
could just be something rubbing against your microphone, Craig.
I just scratched my head. That's like, I'm barely breathing at all.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's probably just something
Stop
like-
breathing. Stop it.
rubbing against the actual headset or something.
You don't need to breathe. Stop it. Alright, well, I thought it was you. Yeah, Nitwit comes out. You remember him from the captain's quarters, and he breathes through. He's got his mask, and he's like, I just was following you. I thought I could help. And he points over in the direction of Greece and that. What the hell's that?
It's some
Don't
kind
fall
of
for that
monster.
trick.
Ooh.
Don't fall for that trick. He's just trying to get you to look the wrong way.
Well, we are the ones
Yeah.
with the gun.
What the hell is that thing?
Alright. Are you intending to do anything, Grease? In fact, I think what I'll get you to do is, if you have animal, or if you have a vehicle skill allowing you to pilot this vehicle, to make a roll to keep it under control, because this large creature's presence has made your horse quite skittish.
Is there any modifiers?
Nope.
Yeehaw.
Alright. You have suddenly jolted forward.
Oh.
I'll put you on there as well. Alright. And the horse has moved away from the creature. Not trying to run, just like jumped and has dragged your wagon forward. Bowman, can you make a check to see if you can control your animal, please?
I don't have the animal skill, but I do have the driving.
That's fine, you can use the driving one. That is you, Flash. Alright, you control your steeds. You have two of them, I believe, don't you? You have two animals?
No, I got one.
Oh,
I got two.
You're at two. Alright, so you control yours, and it doesn't seem to try and bolt or freak out too much. The large lumbering creature is still like moving towards the group, making the strange sound. It seems to be predominantly the middle head which is making the sounds. The rest of the heads seem to just loll about. Is anyone doing anything in particular at this point in time? You are more than a little bit taken aback by the creature's size and physical appearance.
I would like to drive my horse, if I'm allowed to.
Alright, Roman, what are you intending to do?
Drawing my sword and attacking it when it comes into the light.
Dorian?
Asleep already.
Yep. Maria?
Well, I will,
Don't move.
first
Maria.
of all,
You just said, what am I doing?
Yeah, I didn't ask you. I just wanted
Hmm.
I just want to know what
well,
your plans
first of
are.
all, I'm going to say to Nitwit, it's some kind of monster. Ooh, we need to take it out. So get in there. Ooh, ooh. And then I'm going to start shooting at it.
Alright. And Annabelle?
I'll run back over towards the monster.
Alright. At this point we can have an initiative check. Does anyone have the tactics skill?
I do not.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Alright.
No.
Someone, doesn't matter who it is, can make a single check, just 2d6.
Woo. Yeah.
Alright, your group's initiative is for this creature's initiative.
It's 10.
Not 10,
Awesome.
but still higher than you.
Close enough.
What is everyone's dex, by the way? So I just put this down here. So I'll start with Grease. What is your dex?
I believe it's 8. Yep.
And Broman?
10.
And Dorian?
Sorry, what was it?
Your dexterity?
11.
And Maria?
It is 7.
And Annabelle.
8.
Alright, so there'll be 1, 3, 3, 4. Right, yep, that's the order that you act in your turn. Alright, this creature moves forward. Slowly, ponderously, and
Brr.
whoa, hello, and it seems to be waving an arm in your direction, Grease. Alright, Dorian.
By arm, do you actually mean like one of its arms, or do you mean it's waving an arm?
It's waving one of its arms. Dorian,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Okay. I'm moving down towards the end of the. Am I moving now? Do you want me to move?
Yes, please.
Down towards the end of the. Let's move to.
Alright, Broman. You want to draw your sword, which you can do, and then you can move.
Yep, I want to use it two-handed, so I'll throw down the torch. I've got it.
Sure. Alright, let me go over here and remove your light source. And I'll put a light source on the ground. Which I need to probably fix up the light because it's going to be doing it in feet, which will all of a sudden illuminate the entire... There we go. Because it didn't cut it across to meters. Alright,
How far can I move?
6 meters, which should be 3 squares. You can check with the ruler on the left hand side, which is should be for you the 4th icon down in the toolbar. It looks like a circle with a ruler in it. You get a bunch of different options, so you can. Yep. With your rulers as well, you can right click and you can. Did you see that ruler for me? The blue one?
Ah.
Yeah, I can see him. How are you doing that shit?
Right click.
No, left click, drag, and then right click to
Yep.
put down a marker.
Yep. Alright, so Broman has moved. Grease.
Has he moved? You haven't moved yet, have you?
Well, he will move in a minute.
Well, since I'm about to drive a horse and cart into his space, I need to know he's moving.
Do you wish to move Broman still? If you want to grab yourself, you gotta put it on the select tool. Alright, Grease.
I'm going to say hello to the monster. Hello.
Hello there.
And turn the horse to try and get it.
Alright, that's fine. You can start make it because of the very tight proximity and the fact that the horse is still under duress. Make a vehicle skill check. That's fine. You can do that. Annabelle.
Move down towards the
Does he say
monster.
anything back?
At the moment, not yet. It's all just happening pretty quickly. He's not looking like he's aggressive. You can move whenever you want, Annabelle. If you
Right there.
cool. And then Maria.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I'm going to move too. I didn't realize my thing is my map was super zoomed in. So you can move only 3 squares.
That's if you want to move and act. You can do 2 things. You can move and act. You can move and move, or you can act and act.
Okay, well, I guess I will have to move and move.
You can also choose if you want, if anyone wants, you can sprint in lieu of a normal move. That's a double move in lieu of a normal move, but you have to make an athletics skill check, and it has to be in a straight line.
Okay, so... But I mean, if I could just do this normally, couldn't I?
That's right, you can do that normally.
Okay, yeah, well, I should probably just do that.
Yep.
And I will drag my ass down to there.
By sprinting, for example, you can move up to 24 meters in a single turn.
Oh, I see, yeah. I don't think I even have the athletic skill.
Right.
I see. That's right. See, because...
So anyone can do it. You can do it for at least one action. You just have to make it to continue going. All right. So, new turn. The creature will move up and reach out a hand towards one of your steeds. Nice horsey. Ooh.
Be gentle. They don't like it being hit too hard.
It seems to be attempting to be gentle, but it is large and it seems to be clumsy, and the horse does flinch at its touch. It has a very powerful smell, a very sour body sweat odor type smell that seems to be really rank. Alright, it has not attacked anyone yet, but there's still time for change. Dorian, what are you going to do?
Well, we were in behind the buffalo. I'm just chill there. So.
I can hardly understand you.
No one can hear what
I'm
you're
going to move
saying.
around the back of the wagon and chill there for a bit and keep a watch on it just to, see what it's doing.
Cool, Roman. Alright. Annabelle.
I'll just move down towards it.
And then Grease.
I will move to the other side of the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess try and keep him in conversation.
And then Maria.
And I will continue to move. I guess. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll put me here. And so did Justin ruin my line of sight with his pillow fort?
Possibly.
Never mind the wagon in front of it.
Alright. New round. The creature seems to realize that it's being flanked might be an advantage of the fact it's got multiple heads, and one of the smaller heads seems to say something. You can't quite hear it. None of you can. It almost seems like a whispered hissing, and it stops trying to pat loosely, I use inverted commas, pat the horse, and it seems to stiffen, flinch. This creature stands about close to 2.5 to 3 meters tall, and it's really bulky. And it turns, after stiffening and flinching, towards Broman. Oh, what mean no harm? Alright, Dorian, you're up.
We're just going to stay there. I'm happy to chill while it's not doing anything. Just keeping a watch.
Broman.
Hello. What can we help you with?
And then Greece, it seems to be mulling over what you've asked it. Almost like it's starting to carry on its own conversation amongst itself.
So is it my go, or
Yeah.
what can we do for you, friend?
Alright. And Annabelle, he still seems to be talking to itself. I'm keeping you in a combat order at the moment, just in case something alters this. Annabelle,
I'll move into the pillow fort.
and then Maria.
And well, I suppose I should just stay here and hope you guys don't anger it.
Keep an eye on Nitwit.
Nitwit
Where is he?
comes rushing forward. I hit the wrong key. Nitwit comes rushing forward, and as he does so, he pulls out a bottle with a wax and cork stopper from his bag, and he starts yelling as he rushes forward. Alright. At this point,
Nitwit by name, Nitwit by nature.
At this point, the creature will move back suddenly. Just my camp. Not welcome. And he starts to ball his fists into large, meaty weapons. Alright, Dorian. One of the faces, one of the heads seems to be gazing at you.
I'll say to it, if it's your camp, we'll leave now.
Broman?
Someone stop that nitwit.
Alright, Annabelle.
I'll stop the nitwit.
How do you intend to stop the nitwit?
I reckon I can tackle him.
Alright, you can move to intercept him.
Yep.
Alright. Did you have enough move to get there, going around the pillow fort?
That's 2 moves.
Okay. Sure.
Like,
That's fine, you
chill.
start moving.
Chill out,
And
nitwit.
Grease, this creature is starting to look really agitated.
It's all right, man. We can leave if you don't want us here. We just didn't know that anyone was here. There was no one here when we got here.
Maria.
Oh. What is it? Can I see his rear heads from here?
You can see he seems to be shifting left and right because he's got a number of potential enemies starting to go around him. So even though he does have multiple heads, the large main head does seem to be doing the majority of the observation and talking, and he does turn this way and that. He doesn't seem to be able to move his head so much as he has to move his whole body to do so.
I see. Okay.
So occasionally you probably do spot one of the rear heads, yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess Luke's taking care of Nitwit. So maybe I can try and call out to him and give him some reassuring words. I'll tell him we can share the camp. Ooh.
Alright.
Make sure you have the ooh on there.
Do you have any skills of note?
Well, let's see. Carousing, maybe. Persuade.
You can try persuade.
All right.
I'll give you a -1 modifier though due to the stressful situation. But
Fair enough.
But you can add your charisma modifier to it.
Okay, so my charisma modifier is going to be 1, so it'll end up being 1.
Alright, go for it.
Because I would normally, because I've got 1 persuade,
Yep.
so I would normally get 1. Yeah, thought so. Okay, then. Modifier is, okay, so I'll just type it in 1. And I'll say, oh no!
You've also, it automatically adds your skill.
Okay,
So you didn't need to type in an extra modifier. That would be if you were just adding a modifier on top of your skill.
okay.
So that's fine. Your words seem to be fairly empty and vacuous at this point in time. The creature is more than a little bit concerned about what's going on. Nitwit, as you rush towards him to try to intercept him, he looks over at you sidelong, trying to continue on past you, brandishing the bottle. "I have this, friends," he yells. Alright, because you are near him, I'll let you try and make a melee attack. Brawling, sorry, to try and trip him up, or melee to use your spear to trip him up if you wish.
Check my skills. Can I use an athletics check to trip him up?
Sure, that's more of a shoulder charge, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it works.
You are in the process of moving. It's not completely turn-based. Go for it. Alright. You send him careening. He crashes into this, trips over it, and the bottle flies out of his hand in a random direction. Let's determine which direction it goes.
Straight at the monster.
4. It goes to this direction. Over here. It hits the ground, and you hear the telltale sounds of glass shattering. At which point Nitwit goes, crap. Alright. Thankfully, Nitwit has a gas mask on. Alright. At this point in time, let me just check to see whether or not this happy chappy is going to respond positively. Alright. He seems to be more than a little concerned. Well, he, it, them. Let's call them them. Them seems to be more than a little concerned at what's going on. And even though you are trying to mollify it with words, he backs off a bit. Backs off a bit. Up to here. And reaches down and grabs one of those pumpkins that have yet to be collected. And he is going to hurl it at Dorian.
Food fight.
Right, how far away are you, Dorian? 12 meters.
Yay. It's been Halloween.
Alright. The pumpkin hurdles past you, smashing on the ground. It was thrown with quite a deal of vigor and force. Alright. Dorian, are you doing anything to retaliate?
No, not yet. I'm going to move. I'm going to move into the trees down here. Double move.
Yep.
And just wait and see what it does. Like if we can get out of its way, hopefully maybe it won't follow us. Maybe it'll stick to its camp.
Broman, it's just tried to assault your comrade with a deadly vegetable.
That was a pumpkin, not a salt.
It may have been salted.
I'll say, whoa. We're just gonna leave, okay? We'll just...
Alright. Annabelle, you have knocked Nitwit over. From where the bottle smashed, you can see a slight haze lifting up, and you can smell something a little bit funky.
Yeah.
A bit
What was in the
hard,
bottle?
bit hard because it's shadowy, but you can see it. It's like the air seems to warp slightly, and almost like heat vapor, but there's no heat involved.
I want to move away from that.
All right, Grease. This creature has started to turn its eyes back towards you. One of many sets of eyes back towards you. Grease? Hello?
Did we lose him?
I don't know.
He's slippery to get a hold of.
He is. Alright, we've lost Grease.
Yeah.
Alright, so Grease is confused at the moment by the vegetable, the vegetable being thrown. Maria, you can also see the haze, and you can smell the funkiness from over near Nitwit. Are you there, Maria?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I was just wondering if it was
Okay.
me that was going a bit funny as
No,
well.
no. I just was check. Sorry, I had to check something. Okay. So I guess we're all just trying to get out of here,
Yep.
aren't we?
It looks that way.
So what if I try?
Sorry, did I miss anything?
Yeah, you just.
Yeah, your turn.
That's right. But I'll
Oh,
go back
I was
to a
having
second.
I was having a spew. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I said I was sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just had a spew. I
All
feel better now.
There you go. Stay off hard liquor. So if I get up here and get into this, yeah, in order to get into this thing,
Into the blue buggy.
into the blue buggy.
All right, Grease. The creature has turned many of its sets of eyes towards you and your grease lightning machine. It seems to be getting more than a little agitated now.
Me and Grease Lightning are going to go like Grease Lightning. Reckon I can drive up past Broman there?
You can if you make a check because, again, there's a bit of duress involved.
So the plan is to go something like that.
Yep, which is pretty tight for a buggy.
Yep.
Go make a drive check.
Any modifiers?
No.
Hey.
Alright, you can move it. Your wagon can go 10 meters. What I should do, if you just bear with me a second, hang on. I'm going to grab it. Actually, what I'll do is I'll grab you first, and then I'll grab it. And
You
then
can
I'm
hold
going-
shift and grab move them both.
Well, I'm just grouping you together.
Oh, okay.
So you should be hopefully now to move them together. No, I didn't like to group you.
If I just hold down the shift, I can group them myself.
Cool.
Sorry, I've just got to go again.
That's all right. All right. Nitwit will get up. Back off a bit. You probably shouldn't have made me do that. And he'll reach into his bag and grab another bottle. Look at the label, put it back and grab another bottle.
What's in the box, man?
Alright. This big thing. We'll start looking around. See how well he reacts to the situation. And he'll start pointing down this direction, where he came from.
What's down there?
Not welcome in our camp. Go.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Alright. I think we can go.
Alright. Is anyone going to do anything aggressive? He looks like he has been slightly pacified at the moment. When I say pacified, his anger has subsided a little bit. Nitwit still looks like he's going to be a bit of a nitwit, though. He seems to be wanting to approach the creature with the bottle in hand.
I'd say I'm more likely to kill Nitwit than I am this thing at this point.
Well, we can get in the cart and go and just let Nitwit deal with this guy. And, you know, if he wants to live up to his name, that's up to him.
Yeah, not going to do anything aggressive, but when I get into the car, I'll say, Nitwit, we're leaving now.
Alright. Nitwit will back off a bit, put the bottle down, but not in his bag. Okay, I'll come with you. And if you are willing to do no aggressive actions, the creature seems to have lessened his aggression enough that he will now let you go. He is not going to throw any more pumpkins at Dorian.
Boo.
Yeah, light a few lamps and drive on out.
Saying that, let me just check to see if he notices, or it notices, they notice anything. Alright.
Off the stuff we stole.
Of the stuff you stole, yes. He does, or it does, they do, seem to notice something is amiss, and will try to stop you as you are making your way out. You can either stop or you can just keep going. If you want to keep going, you will probably be able to outpace him at this point. Your call, the two people driving the carts.
Goodbye, losers.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
We're just shuffling out of there.
All right.
Quit while we're ahead.
Sure. You will manage to get out of there without any entanglements, which is better than I expected.
Well,
you know the party too well.
All right.
Well, when you're doing on Roll20, people can't yell over each other, so we had more time to figure it out.
Yep.
That's true.
All right. You have successfully managed to escape. It is still night time. The night is wearing on. You didn't get to have your camp. It was only a warning pumpkin. You do have a few bits and pieces of what you found there, and you have collected a hanger-on, Nitwit. Nitwit will have put his bottle back into his bag.
God damn.
What's in those bottles, Nitwit?
They're bringing those piss bottles.
Different things. Stuff. Gases.
What do they do?
Make those things run away.
Fair enough.
They're, I got some of them off a travelling salesman who came by the captain's quarters maybe a couple months back. Smart guy. Said he read how to prepare all this stuff in a great big book he found one time when he was rummaging around near one of the cities. Says that it's got some kind of essence in it that the creatures don't like. At least that's some of the bottles anyway. These other ones have got fuel in them. Fuel. That's what I was going to...
Is that what you drink?
What? I didn't hear that, sorry.
Talking to the mic.
Is that what you drink?
No, that's what I was going to throw at him, fuel. And it was going to set him on fire.
It's not a very nice thing to do. He didn't seem that upset. That mean?
No, he seemed pretty weird to me. Word.
You seem pretty weird to me, and I'm not setting you on fire.
No mutants can be trusted. They've all got to be taken down.
Well, we did just steal a lot of stuff from him.
Captain has always said no mutants. Mutants and the horrors killing the world. We need to take them out. They're a threat. So that's what I was trying to do. But that's fine.
It's alright, we'll let you kill the next one.
I just prefer to do it when I'm not standing in the front line, that's all.
I've never seen a mutant that big before. Have you guys seen a mutant that big before? That was a crazy mutant. That had, what was it, 20 heads and 48 arms?
Something like that.
Hey, says Nitwit, I was watching you guys for a while. You got a lot of good stuff.
We do.
I don't think this was where the farm was, though. I followed you because I was out when they found the farm. I was out with them. I was talking to Pipes, and she said that she was sending you to go to the farm, so I thought I could come out with you and show you where the farm is, because you might not be able to find it without me, and, you know, if you're going to go and find the farm, I want to be there to find stuff there as well, because, you know, I saw the farm first.
Yeah, that's fine. Are we heading in the right direction now?
Not really, but we can turn around. But it is late. I wouldn't mind having a bit of a sleep. I followed you guys for a while. Pretty difficult following you guys on foot. I had to run for a long time. Thankfully, I'm pretty fit.
Alright, we'll stop and set up camp.
Alright. So, when you are camping, Nitwit will go up to Dorian and we'll pat Dorian on the shoulder. I saw that you took a lot of good stuff. Mind if I have a look with you? You were going in and out of those tents coming out and stuff.
I'm gonna have a look by myself first, but you can have a look after I'm done.
He leans over. I can trade you one of the bottles.
What did you say, sorry?
He leans over and says, I can trade you one of my bottles for anything that's, you know, that I like.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to have a look by myself first, but as soon as I'm done, then I'm happy for you to look over what's left.
Fair enough. He seems a bit sullen and morose at that, and he will back off a bit, sit down, wrap his arms around his legs, and almost instantly fall asleep. Is there anyone going to set a watch of any description?
Sure.
And?
Well, I'll be first watch if that's what it means.
I'll be last watch.
Second watch.
Is that meaning Maria is not doing a watch because it's below her, or she is doing a watch?
Well, there's already 3.
Well, we can have multiple people on the same watch.
Bit inefficient. I'm a trader. I know about efficiency.
Alright, so you're only having the 3 watches? Grease, Broman, and Dorian?
I'll watch as well, but I want to set a snare for a rodent or something.
Sure, that's fine. Sounds reasonable. All right. You probably want. So Dorian wants to take the last watch. Do you want to go before him, or do you want to push him to the middle?
Who doesn't have recon?
I don't.
Well, then I'll either go on the first or the last watch. Doesn't really.
You make
I'll go
your
the
own.
last watch. Yeah, last watch
All right.
with Dorian.
You're going to go on the watch with Dorian. No worries.
Yep.
All right. Is anyone going to be doing anything during the night? I just broke my pencil.
When it's my watch, I'll start going through my stuff.
All right. Cool. Okay. Let me do this and do
I'll clean my weapons.
this. All right. On the second watch, Broman, you are. Your camp is probably small. You've unhitched the horses from the carts because they can't be hitched up to them for the whole time.
Yeah.
The night is wearing on. It's, as I said, it's a pretty warm night. Everyone is pretty quiet around you, and off in the distance you hear and it seems to come from a fair distance off. It starts quiet at first and then raises in volume as it approaches. It does sound considerably like the creature you saw previously.
I'll see if I can see anything with my binoculars.
Alright. You scour around for a bit. It is dark, so make a recon check for me. You can have -1 on the roll because of the darkness.
How do I type minus with this shitty keyboard?
You don't need to type it. All you have to do is click on the dice next to the skill, and it will ask you for a modifier. Well, actually, you might need to put a minus in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If you're not sure how to type a minus, because I don't know how your shitty keyboard is laid out, you can always just roll it. And did
that work? I tried.
You put
Yeah.
it. Yep, it did. All right, you see that creature or a similar creature, maybe half a kilometre away. It is quite a way away. It doesn't seem to be following you precisely, but it does seem to be looking around every now and then. It stops, it looks up, then starts walking again. It does look like it's looking at the ground, but it's not leading directly to you, whatever it's following.
I'll keep an eye on it and see if it comes closer to us.
Alright, every now and then you hear the sound of it again as it seems to bellow out. And it does seem to move in a fairly haphazard manner across the distance. It is slowly but surely, inexorably getting closer towards you, but in a very roundabout way. Whether it is coming after you or not, I'm not sure, because it is not following the path that you took, but its direction is leading it to you. You estimate that it might be on you within the hour or so at this rate, because it's not moving fast. It does lumber fairly slowly, and every now and then it stops and either looks at the ground for a bit longer, or it just sits down, or it scratches itself in numerous places at the one time, or it seems to chase some small invisible creature that you can't see. And when it does so, you see it has a surprising burst of speed and alacrity, and manages to cover a small distance in a considerably short time. You're not sure what it seems to be chasing, though. Whatever it is either imaginary or way too small for you to pick out in the darkness.
Alright, well, when it seems to be half an hour away or something, then I'll start kicking people.
Yep. Alright. You can wake them just like half an hour before it gets to you. And yeah, you can wake them all up.
I'll tell them to be quiet and whisper that the moaning creatures.
Alright, you're all awake. Roman has woken you all up.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna break camp or are we gonna wait?
I think we should wait. But it did seem quick and able to see in the darkness really well.
Have we got like a fire going in our camp?
I did not assume you had one.
Probably not because we're hiding, but do we want to just keep moving on?
It's up to you.
Well, there's a question for the party.
I say we fight it if it comes any closer.
So it's in the dark, we can't see it. It can see us. We have
What
none of...
lanterns are for.
True. Oh well, let's get all the lanterns out and start prepping lanterns.
Alright, so you're going to start getting some light sources out?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Getting them ready to be lit.
Alright. Let me quickly... This is because you stole its cheese. Yes, its smelly, mouldy cheese was its favourite delicacy, and it's all
All at once.
Dorian's fault.
Does not surprise me.
Alright, let me just...
Cut all the mold off! If it wants the mold, it can have the mold.
Let me just do this. Go over here. Set that to 2 meters. Change that to that. Alright. And then also... didn't want to do that. Stupid. This is one of the things about... Okay, that can be a little bit awkward.
Leave them on. Just that one.
Put you on dynamic lighting. Alright. Done. And then I'll put you guys on this page. I really need to make a token for your horse and carts. Let's see if I can get them back up. Alright, there's that one. And there is...
Do we actually know that it wants the cheese? Because, hey, I'm happy to give it cheese back if it wants its cheese.
We'll try and negotiate first, and then we'll see what happens.
Throw the cheese at it.
Now you also need the token for Nitwit.
Also known as cannon fodder.
Meat shield number 6.
Actually, pumpkin shield number 6.
Alright, let me shift you across to this stupid map. It's all the way down here and it doesn't scroll. That's not where I wanted to put you. I want to put you on this one.
I was going to say that looks familiar. Blank square.
Hang on a second.
Oh yeah,
That's because
Blacktown.
I have put you on token layer, Token layer. I went to the dynamic lighting layer to make sure it was set up, and then put you all on that layer. Token layer. Alright, so you guys need a light source.
Well, how far away is the monster? There we go.
Alright, it was going to be... So who has a lantern?
I have one.
Alright, are you putting it up on the ground somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, I'll set it up, near me.
I have a torch. I'll light a couple of torches. Or a torch.
Didn't we find torches in the camp? Or am I confusing it with the other game?
You're confusing it with the other game.
I just grabbed sticks from the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a fire? You didn't make a fire?
No, at the last camp.
Yes.
The last camp.
Yep. How many torches do you want to put down?
Oh, let's say 2 or 3. Let's say 3.
Where you want to put them? I'll just chuck them around. And we'll go...
Is that as much light as we get from a torch?
Yeah, hang on a second.
It seems small. It's like...
I said hang on a second. Calm down, I've just got to sort it out. Because I changed it from feet to meters, remember? And all the numbers are screwed up. 16. Alright, and this one over here. Alright. So that is giving you a total of 8 meters of bright light and 16 meters total. So
I'll
Can I put one on that horse there? On the car?
lantern, I'll just put a lantern down. I need to set up these tokens like I have for the other game.
Right,
we'll
we'll certainly be doing lighting.
Yep. Alright, let me grab a lantern. Where's a good lantern? Oh, I can't. There's one there. Alright, you want to put that one up there, did you?
Yeah, one on the each card, I imagine.
Alright. And this thing here will give... Alright, there's a lantern for you.
And I guess I'm going to start loading my rifle. Because it takes a week.
Alright, did you only want the one lantern, or have you got multiple? Where you want to put it?
Well, I mean, I just assumed I would just put it like right here next to me.
I don't have a lantern, no.
I'll grab my lantern from my cart and hold on.
Alright. So there's one next to you, Broman. Alright. So, this creature is approaching from the south.
Sorry. So I want to move away from the horses before it gets too close to the camp.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like there now. It's just going to tell you where it's coming from, so you got time to work out what you want to do. Sorry?
Okay.
So you tell me what you want to do. I'll give you a quick look at what you're seeing. There's trees over there, and if I go over here, you can see that there was an old road, which you probably travelled down for a bit. So, what is your plan? You probably have, as Broman mentioned, it was probably about half an hour away, but now that you are lighting up some light sources, it's probably going to be moving, possibly, assuming it's after you, but it might be able to get there a bit quicker.
I'll draw my sword in one hand.
All right. Did you want to light sources in any other location? I will.
I might put another torch over here.
All right, sure. That lantern next to you. I'll make the lanterns be able to be controlled by everybody, so that anyone can pick it up at any time and move it. So you should be able to move those lanterns now. And you wanted to put a torch. Where was
Hey, I
it?
can. Oh, just over here somewhere, yeah. You know what's going to happen now. We can all move these lanterns.
One of them's on me, so don't touch it.
You're holding the lantern, are you?
Yeah, sword in one hand and lantern in the other.
Oh, well, what I'll do then is I'll just give you the light source then, rather than put it on the other lantern. Why is that telling me it's feet still? What the hell's going on here? Ah, stupid.
Bloody outrageous.
It is. I changed it to meters and it didn't change it. Alright, so let me just check. Let me go back here and change that to 2. Alright, that's better. A lot better.
Oh yeah.
Stupid thing. Didn't update when I said change it to meters before. Alright, so I'll give you the light source, Justin. I'll put it on Broman. And I'll get rid of that other lantern. Okay, so it was approaching somewhere to the south.
Okay. So I guess I should just load my crossbow then.
Can anyone build traps?
Probably, but not. So anyone with survival can probably build a trap of sorts, but you're going to probably need a bit more time maybe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright. Are you just waiting for it? Is anyone
Yeah,
else?
well, I am.
And so Broman has his sword out, Maria's loaded her crossbow, Grease has loaded his rifle, his musket, Annabelle,
Get my spear out.
spear. Nitwit has grabbed one of his bottles again.
I'm gonna tell Nitwit not to throw it while I'm next to it, okay?
He'll raise one thumb, point it out towards you and go, gotcha. And then he'll lean over to Dorian. He said throw it when he was near him, didn't he?
Sure.
Alright, you hear the sound. It seems to be coming from down this direction. Down over here, somewhere. It's getting close. You can hear a thump, thump, thump sound. Does anyone... No one has tactics? Who wants to roll the initiative for the group?
Not me this time.
I'll do it this time. It's just 2d6, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Alright. See?
That's pretty good. Alright. You see... If I only chuck him onto the token layer... The creature surge out of the darkness towards you. Alright. Dorian, you are up. as you see the creature moving forward. It's lumbering. It's not moving particularly fast, but it is moving faster than you would probably like.
Can I move 3 people?
Yes?
Like, hello?
Each square takes up 2 meters, but no one takes up 2 meters. No one's that fat.
I've got my machete in my hand.
Okay. Can you move your mic a little bit closer to your mouth as well?
Oh, yeah. I've got my machete in my hand, and I moved to there.
Cool. Broman.
Hello, friend. This is our camp. You told us to leave your camp. So now please leave our camp.
Alright. Getting a bit of lag there. That even looks like it's a cocked dice. I have 3D dice enabled. It looked like it was cocked. Alright. It seems a bit perturbed and put out from that. Grease.
Yes.
It's your turn.
I will stand here, and I'm assuming my rifle is loaded already.
Yes.
Then I shall hold fire.
Annabelle.
I'll move up somewhat closer.
I did send you a message, Grail, as well.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. Uh-huh. Cool. No worries. Alright. Done. And after Annabelle, Maria.
Well, I am just gonna stand here and wait for it to arrive.
Alright. Nitwit will move forward. Past Grease. Brandishing his bottle. But he doesn't throw it yet.
Well,
Right.
he's got nothing to throw it at.
He does. He's got plenty of targets.
Yeah. I expected him to throw it, and he's obviously
I mean,
better than I thought he was.
he could possibly throw it 36 meters if he's lucky. Alright, it moves forward. And it points to Broman. You stole from us. Alright. Dorian.
I took some food, yes, because I was hungry.
Broman.
I'll set my lantern down and step forward and say, it looks like you stole from that camp first. So find us key.
He kind of is all the campers.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it
He's
sorry?
in.
He looks like he's all the campers all rolled into one. That all the missing beds, like all missing bodies.
Yeah.
Alright. So there's your lantern, Broman. Alright. And Annabelle.
I'll wait for him to come a bit closer.
And then Grease.
No, I'll hold fire again.
Alright, I was going to say, given what you messaged me, it does not look like he is going to slow down. So,
Okay.
your choice.
So he's behaving aggressively, is that what you're saying?
He looks like he is behaving aggressively, yes, more so than what you witnessed previously. And when I say he, I mean them.
Them. Oh, I'll still hold.
I was about to say, granted, he hasn't actually done anything aggressive. All right, Nitwit will move forward a few more.
Oh, there he is.
He'll run up to there, brandishing his bottle, and he'll raise his thumb in a very abrupt, mechanical gesture towards Broman. All right. It tries to sprint towards you and is going to swing at you, Broman. Alright, you can let go your shot as it's about to bring its big, heavy fist down towards Broman. Grease, the one that you were holding. I think I missed Maria actually. Maria, I missed you.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
So you're going to start running. Hang on, what's the range of my crossbow? I just got to look that up.
So that was, if you have a look back in the journal, there is, let's get rid of the lantern from the search, and if I bring up the mechanics, range modifiers, show to players.
Yeah, I've got them on my character sheet.
Yep, so your crossbow is able to shoot up to long range.
Yes.
And long range is up to 250 meters.
Okay. So he's probably not got to be long range then.
Nope.
He's less than 30 meters.
So what? So then there's
he's
no
medium.
That's -2, is it?
Yep.
For the crossbow. Okay. So then I just will roll that at -2.
Yep, so you don't have any combat skills, do you?
No.
Alright, so you just do the 2d6 -2.
Alright. Do.
No, you miss. That says crossbow damage, though.
Yeah, I just rolled off the sheet. I'll go again.
That was for damage. So
Yeah, well, because I...
You have a skill? If it's skills ranged, use that.
Oh, you have damage here as well, right, I see.
See. Try it again. Do. So we're going to hit -2 on the modifier. Alright. Let's try again.
Alright, you miss. Your arrow, or your bolt, fires off into the darkness. Grease, did you wish to...
Yes, I will shoot. Since we seems to be engaging in range diplomacy?
Something like that, yes.
Hey, look at that.
You hit it. There is the dual explosions from your rifle as it hurtles towards him, striking him. Alright.
For 8 points of damage.
Cool. Alright.
Can I move up and throw my spear at him?
You can Grease was holding a action.
I didn't. I was holding too. I was waiting for it to come closer.
Go for it. You can do that as well then.
Cool. That was nice. Athletics, isn't it, for throwing spears?
For throwing a weapon, yes.
What was the red dot for?
That was probably me misclicking.
Miss.
Fantastic.
Alright. It is going to swing at Broman. Alright. It hits you. It does. It does
Gotcha.
three. It does 3 points of damage because I don't have a modifier on that macro. I've got to put a modifier on there.
I have medium armor, if that helps.
All right. So your medium armor has an armor rating of 3, so you take 0 damage.
Okay, so what's light armor have?
Light armor has 2. All right, new round. Dorian, you're up. Dorian, can you move your mic to your mouth, please?
What's the red dot again? Is that someone's drop?
Nothing.
No, it's nothing.
It's me drooling all over the map.
Done. Move to that.
All right, Roman.
So I can swing at it and then move afterwards?
Yes, yes.
Alright, well, I'll take a swing at it.
Go for it. You hit it with your really, 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 really big sword.
That's it. That's how it's bullshit.
Does strength add to damage or anything like that?
No, what strength does is it allows you to use bigger and more powerful weapons. So one of the things you'll notice is your weapons have a recoil/heft.
Yeah, it's got hair.
Yep. So that is the modifier that you need to use. Otherwise, it affects your initiative. In actual fact, because you're using group initiative, I'll make that if your modifier is below that, it instead will be a penalty. So your strength modifier is +1. It's +2. So therefore, you can use the broadsword without a penalty to hit, because it's a whopping great big sword.
Oh.
It's a whopping great big sword.
It is. It is such a whopping great big sword that you cut into him, or them, with such ferocity that one of his large, or its large, meaty arms is completely and cleanly severed. Alright.
I wanted to step back and say, Nitwit, you're up.
Alright. Annabelle. Grease.
I'll pull out my machete and a shield.
Alright. Grease. Reloading or doing anything else? Reloading. Alright. Maria.
I have a macro.
Yeah.
Reloading or doing anything else?
I think I should probably just... So reloading would be one action.
Yes. For a crossbow.
So
Yes.
then can I step forward?
Yep.
So I should be able to go to right here.
Alright.
Can I use 2 actions if I don't move to reload?
No, because it's how many rounds it takes.
No, that's cool. I was just double checking.
Alright. And then Nitwit is going to try and throw one of these bottles. Alright, that is a terrible throw. Let's see where it ends up. 1, 2 ends up in this direction. Alright, just in front of your feet. Just in front of your feet, Annabelle. On the ground. Let me chuck one of these premium assets I have here. Oh, I grab it from Chaotic Conjuration. That looks good. There, that's way too big, but anyway, I'll shrink it down. Oh, that's a good size. There. A greenish, hazy mist seems to rise up from the ground, and you can hear like a crackling sound emanating from it. And Nitwit goes, "Oh, that wasn't too good." The creature at this point staggers back under Broman's attack. Thick, blackish, red blood seems to be spraying out all over the place, and the creature leans down and grabs its big arm that's been severed with one of its other arms and holds the stump up against the arm up against the stump, in like a confused kind of manner. And when the arm doesn't attach or regrow, it looks up at you and says, "Oh, oh, I only wanted what was ours," and then it will slump to the ground.
Hmm. So, is it dead, or...?
It doesn't seem to be dead, but it's not moving, and it doesn't look really that well.
Should we just burn it?
Dorian, what are you doing?
Who wants to test out their first aid skills?
And oh crap. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it for the moment and back off a little, just in case. I'm just gonna back off to there. See what happens.
Alright. I sent you a whispered message, Broman. It's your turn to act as well.
Yeah, shit. Aim for the head.
Alright. Go for it, Thor. Make an attack roll. That is a hit and a half. Roll your damage. Alright. The head comes off the body cleanly. The blackish, thick blood sprays everywhere, and one of the other heads looks up at you, and you hear it go, "Ah, shit." And then the body collapses, and this foul-smelling blood starts seeping all over the ground. It twitches once or twice and then stops moving.
I'm going to immediately clean my sword.
Okay. You start
With
cleaning your
what?
sword.
Things.
Nitwit. Alright. You start cleaning your sword. You notice that the blade is pocked and marked and scratched, and there's a little bit, not to the point that it's damaged, but if it was left there, it would be. Annabelle, this greenish mist in front of you is starting to grow in size and smells terrible.
Yeah, I'm going to go find my spear that I threw
Alright.
away from this mist.
Alright, cool. You can do so.
I think I'll just forego the crossbow bolt.
Alright, we can drop out of the initiative now. You have put paid to the beast. You have avoided the green mist that Nitwit, by his virtue of his name, could not throw properly.
Glad to have you on the team, Nitwit.
You can eventually retrieve your spear. You didn't miss by too much. Well,
yay.
It's in the ground, and your blade will eventually be cleaned, but pocked and marked from the encounter.
Acid blood.
So we won?
Ooh.
You did.
No, we lost.
You could
I don't know, I
put
missed
it in
it.
glass vials and use it as throwing.
In a way, we're all winners.
Except for that thing.
Poor Legion. He just wanted his cheese.
He did want his cheese. At heart, he was just a fromager. Alright. You have soundly defeated your first encounter. With whopping great big damage from a whopping great big sword.
Hmm. Glad he's on our side.
Well, you gotta have the muscle.
Hmm?
I just said you gotta have the muscle on your team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the looks and the brains, and Justin's the muscle, and then there's the rest.
So if you're the brains, what am I?
Well, I'm the brains and the looks.
You're the wheelman.
The wheelman.
You're the fixer.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can fix Nitwit for us.
Nitwit
Just
was
teach
like,
him. He obviously didn't have a dad who taught him how to bowl.
too soon, mate, too soon. Nitwit was like, oh, it would have stopped him, but yeah, cool. And then you'll
So
start.
you just, well, nitwit, mate, you just got to keep your arm up. That's how you attain accuracy.
Arm up, gotcha. The rest of your camp, if you can call it that, when you can get back to resting, will pass uneventfully for the rest of the night. Did you do anything?
I went through the backpack to see what I got out of it.
Sure, I told you what you had previously, didn't I? Or that was just the.
Most of it, I think you.
Oh, that was just the stuff that wasn't in the backpack. That was the stuff that you found attached to it, like the machete and the revolver,
So everything that's
etc.
on my list is the stuff that I just found, and then one backpack was full of stuff, which I hadn't figured out. We hadn't figured out what was in.
There's a
And the
lot
other
of
backpack was empty, which is what I was piling stuff in.
there's a lot of interference on your mic.
So I picked up two backpacks.
Yep.
One backpack was already packed with stuff, and that's the one that we hadn't figured out what was in yet. And the other one was empty, which was what I was chucking like the pistol and the food and stuff into.
The backpack that you are going to go through predominantly has clothes, and it has a few. It's definitely you with all that sound. I'm watching your little icon illuminate as all that noise is coming through. Anyway, it has clothes, looks to be for a female, and it has a few cans of food, a water skin, well, not a water skin, a water canteen, and it has a multi-tool as well. There's three changes of clothes. They're fairly light clothes, but you can get 3 decent changes of clothes out of it.
I'm happy with that.
All right. Anyway, when the creature has been killed and the camp has been set, you've gone back to sleep, you've gone through the stuff, and then in the morning when you break camp, Nitwit will say, so anyway, I know the farm's probably about 2 days from here, and I know exactly where to go from this direction. And he'll point in a direction, and he'll say, it's... And then he'll turn his hand to about 45 degrees from where he originally pointed. That way.
Does that line up with the information that we got given?
Pretty much.
Did I catch anything in my snare?
Yeah, sure. You can catch a small a small animal of some description, probably some kind of small little rat-like thing.
He wants breakfast. Cook him up.
Sign me up.
Some kind of 5-assed rat.
Rat soup.
Nitwit will shift his gas mask slightly to the side, and he'll munch on some kind of bar that he gets out of a pocket. So anyway, that was pretty cool last night. And he'll look over at Roman. That is one hell of a sword you've got there.
You bet it is, son.
That's all you, Craig, all that noise.
How is it me? I'm not making any noise. I'm literally not doing anything.
Dot's blinking too at the same time.
No, before it was Flash, all that heavy breathing sound. Whether it was breathing or it was rustling or something, I don't know. But it was Flash.
It's probably rustling, but like I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Anyway. It sounds like it's really heavy breathing. Like there it is again.
You might have a loose connection in your mic wire too.
True. Anyway. That's fine. In the morning, after you have your rat soup for breakfast, thanks to Annabelle, Nitwit will say, "I can show. I'll lead on," and he will jump up on top of one of the carts, and he'll go to grab the harness once you've got it all set up. Looks like he's intending to drive the cart, and it'll be Grease Lightning that he jumps onto.
Yeah, I was going to say, not on my car.
He's jumping on my cart, did you say?
Yep.
Nitwit, do not even think about driving my cart.
I'm really good at driving these things.
I don't care. It's my cart. I drive.
Fine.
Card and a craft, I want you.
Okay, that's fine. Understandable. Don't touch another man's things. Cool. Got it. Sweet. It's all good. I'll sit next to you and give you directions.
That sounds much better.
Cool. Right, it's over those ridges, and he'll point in a slightly different direction than he pointed previously.
This couldn't possibly go wrong.
Trust me, I know exactly where I'm going. And he will see that you look a little bit perplexed being a very more politically correct term, and he'll just say, "You're not going to get in the carts directly to it. We've got to go around. It's all good. It's all good. Trust me."
Oh, I guess we'll start going in that direction as good as any.
I've walked around this place a lot. Sometimes I go out from the quarters by myself, roam the land, see what I can find. It's all good. I know this place really, really well. But I've never seen that thing before we saw last night. That was weird. Totally weird. Now, one of the things I've got to tell you about, we all know what's going on and the world's gone to shit and all that kind of stuff. What kind of experience have you got with the horrors? Anything?
What experience would we have with the horrors?
Yes.
Some of you may have encountered things.
Like I'm a mercenary and scavenger, so I'd probably have some.
You probably would have maybe fought something like that. Do you have knowledge of them? Not really, other than sometimes you can hit them with things and they fall over. Sometimes you hit them with things, they fall over and then they get back up. It depends on the creature. They come in all manners of shapes and sizes. They are horrifying creatures that can tear at your soul and your mind just by you viewing them. The nastier ones in particular. They do tend to stick to larger areas with a more centralized populace because they do, you believe, or it seems to be popular popular viewpoints that they seem to feed on the human psyche. So it's rare to get things out in the wilderness, which is one of the reasons why many of the survivors have left the cities, not only because the cultists have claimed them, but because it's just safer. Saying that, there are some of the creatures that do roam around. There are smaller humanoid-looking ones, dog-like looking ones, and some kind of predatory type bird, all seem to feast on flesh. Those ones are more of pack mentality, bit more cunning and instinctive than intelligent. You do come across them, or you have come across them previously. All of you probably have seen them. Yourself being a mercenary, you probably definitely fought some of those in the past. They are fast, they are dangerous, and if there are a number of them, they can overwhelm even the best fighter very quickly. So that will give you a little bit of a rundown of some of the horrors. The real nightmarish stuff you probably haven't seen. And I don't think anyone took the skill occult.
Well, when you say took, I don't think we had much of a choice.
You did when I gave you, at the end of your character creation, 2 free skill
True,
points to
that's
put wherever
true.
you wanted.
That is true. I put it into a combat. So.
Well, how was I supposed to know occult would be helpful?
You realise that we're in a world of Cthulhu, right?
That's the joke.
Alright.
Yeah.
So none of you have any real understanding about them. You will know that you can hit some and they go down, but you all know that they're really dangerous and generally to be avoided if at all possible. When there is no real affirmative response, Nitwit will say, and he'll seem to get a little bit excited, a little bit maniacal, and even a little bit dogmatic. Where we're going, the horrors. There's lots of horrors around there. Pipes didn't tell you that, did she? Nah, you're not the first group that's been sent out looking for this place. But I went with the other group. I did. I went with them. I was the only one to come back to. There are horrors around there. I reckon there's a hive of them. They're like little bees. But they're big bees. Big fucking bees. They ripped all my mates apart and ate them. All I could do was to get out of there. And I'll tell you, I haven't been the same since then. But I don't think Pipes actually believed me. That's why I don't think she told anyone. But that's why I came out to see you. That's why I came out to come with you, because I want to see these big fucking bees, and I want to see them. I want to see them dead, if it's possible. I don't know. But I got my bag of goodies, and you've got a big sword, he says, pointing towards Broman. And I reckon that there's a lot of good stuff there, but from what I understand, it's also possibly going to be a bit dangerous. Well, dangerous to your mind and your soul. But anyway, that's what I want to know. So if you don't have any knowledge of horrors, disregard everything I've said, and you should be good.
Can I roll navigation to make sure he's not leading us in circles?
You certainly can. You have
fantastic.
You have no clue.
Hmm.
But one of the things that you do seem to be completely sure of is that as you are progressing across the landscape towards the direction that he seems to be indicating you need to go, there is a bit of a dark cloud on the horizon. Every now and then there is the crackle and flare of lightning within the dark clouds, and he'll say, that's always there. Always. And the farm is in the middle. Now, last time I was there as well, when my mates all got, eaten. There's a couple buildings, and there's a couple vehicles as well. I reckon you could upgrade some of these horse buggies to some actual cars and stuff. I think I saw one of them moving. In fact, I'm sure I did. And there was someone, I'm sure, who was operating the vehicles. Like when I say operating, someone who was keeping them going. So I don't know if the place is completely abandoned. I think that was, again, Pipes. She doesn't really believe me. I don't know if if she's ever seen this place. If she had, I don't think she'd be saying the kind of things she said. Not that she's not crazy or anything like that. She's a nice person and all, but she's got her own views on the world and what needs to happen, etc. But I'm telling you, there's something there. But if we go in there and we get this stuff, then we could do whatever we want, basically, because I'm telling you, there's some good shit there. But those fucking big bees, and they're not bees, they're like things that run around on all fours, but they run on twos as well. They look like us, but they're not. They've got grey skin, lots of weird kind of rippling muscles, and big teeth and claws. So anyway, it should be good. And he gets one of the bottles out from his bag, and
starts drinking it.
Nope. Looks at it, checks the label, which has got some weird symbols on it, and he will throw it to... Who will he throw it to? He'll throw it to Maria.
Yeah.
Catch, he says.
Can I catch it?
Sure.
You want me to roll to catch it, do you?
No, it's fine. That.
No.
I got one more of them, so you and me got one each, just in case it all goes down. They hate this stuff. They'll run away from it. At least that's what the travelling trader told me. Haven't tested it, but I reckon he's right. I have tested it on other things, but not these things.
Well, we'll give it a shot.
You can write down in your inventory that you have one of Nitwit's bottles.
Okay. I'll change.
Yes, there is. I will... we're about to wrap up shortly, so I will give you a bit more of a rundown for that next time. But you can choose to sacrifice some of your skill points to defend if you want.
All right. Ooh.
Grail. What type of pistol was the one that was in the holster? A revolver, body pistol, or auto pistol?
I believe I said a body pistol, I think.
Body pistol.
I think so. Which is
And
a small snub pistol type thing.
did it have ammo?
It had a clip.
One clip. Which is... body pistol...
Is it 6? Body pistol 6.
There it is. 6 bullets.
Yep. Alright.
Cool, thank you.
No worries. See you later, guys.
That's alright. See ya.
See ya.
So yeah.
All right.
So we can
See
finish
you soon.
We can finish it there as you ride off, or drive off towards the storm, the farm, the horrors, and somewhere in the distance behind you you hear a Alright, and we'll leave it there.
Alright. And I'll see you
In a
later.
fortnight. See you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.